Hello and welcome to this national team game between Latvia and Norway here at Voldsløkka in Oslo. We will be getting ready for the national anthems, and then I think we as commentators we will introduce ourselves and get started.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Voldsløkka in Oslo for this national game between Latvia and Norway. My name is Hanna Høgseth, and I'm here with
Katinka Wahlberg. This game is part of the Women's Conference 2024-2025, and I think it's quite a big game for both teams.
Definitely. Do you think about the developmental side of both teams? They should be fairly equal. The Latvian team have played for maybe a year longer than the Norwegian team, which had their debut last autumn.
Yep.
Through a 15-year-long gap year, we could say.
Yeah. What is quite fun is that I actually played the last game. I played in 2009 against Finland. I think we lost. It was also here in Oslo. Whilst you played this fall.
Played the Riga game. Fortunately, I had an ACL operation in March. Otherwise, I would love to be on this pitch today.
So we're ready for Norwegian kickoff. As we said, both teams are quite newly started, both playing their second national team in a really long time. It's a good kickoff from Frida Syvertsen, one of the debutants, but a quite experienced player from originally from Sweden.
Mm-hmm. I've had the joy of playing with Frida go in sevens, and she's such a comfortable pitch. Seems that Latvia have gains of 2 meters on the pitch and running up the ring.
Just by looking at the teams, you can see that Latvia has a quite physically strong team, at least it looks like it. How do you remember that game from last fall, Hanna?
It kind of varied a lot throughout the match. Starting off, the Latvian team had kind of similar to this Norwegian team. They held up for 10 minutes and then their defense kind of broke through. The Latvian game, the Latvian team, they kind of used that same strategy, and the Norwegian team failed to prepare that.
Yeah.
There were quite a lot of last-minute defensive tackles made by the back line there, and especially the fullback, Jeanette.
Yeah.
She nailed almost every single one of them, so definitely a tough game.
Yeah, she's a player who's used to covering a lot of space, playing sevens as well. So are there any players you think we should look out for, at least in the Latvian team?
Yes. I played number 8 last time. Oh. Sorry if I'm okay. He was MVP of that day and was definitely a standout player, both in intensity and technical. Playing 5 years according to our information, but a very strong player. But I know that I had a small chat with their coach earlier, and they have 5 players from the previous time that are not with the team today, but they're on the sevens squad, EMs. So there should be some new faces here as well.
Yeah.
As on the Norwegian team.
Yeah, we have quite a lot of debutants for the Norwegian team, whilst according to the info we got from the Latvian team, they only have 1 debutant, which is... No, that can't be correct then, because I marked number 4 as a debutant.
8 months, Anija, Rebecca Ratnies. Yeah. Maybe. I'm sorry, 8 months experience.
Yeah, you can see a really good line out there from Latvia with a strong carrying maul. Let's see what they can do with the back line.
Straight into Jeanette's arms.
Yeah. We can see already we've played almost 3 minutes, and it's so far only been defense for Norway. Latvia is keeping hold of the ball really well.
Let's hope that the Norwegian team.
Yeah, they're under quite a lot of pressure already, aren't they?
Take some time to get into the game mode of it. Of course, this is a team that consists of several clubs that are spread out through the entire country.
Yeah.
They're quite difficult to gather for camps. I know they had maybe 4 camps.
Yeah.
Well, as when I spoke to the Latvian team in October, they said that they had 4 clubs within.
Yeah.
I assume they meet up more often than our Norwegian women are able to, unfortunately. Oh, we had a breakthrough.
And it's a first try for number 15. That's Hanna Neilande. She apparently plans on running a marathon next week, so let's hope this is a good warm-up for her.
Half marathon.
Yeah, half marathon, sorry.
Let's not give her a challenge she didn't ask for.
Yeah. Nice work from Latvia there.
Yeah, they spotted that there was a gap on the right side of the pitch and just went straight through.
And I also feel that they're playing quite patiently, actually trying to run through the faces and keeping hold of the ball in a good way.
Definitely don't seem stressed.
Yeah.
According to the coach, they had a nice travel here and everyone was calm and rested and ready for today, but I would have said the same.
Yeah. I also think they must be coming into the game with quite a lot of confidence. Last game they won 15-0, we think to remember. Speaking of the Norwegian team, as we said, we have quite a lot of debutants. We also have some really experienced players. For instance, I think Tonje Lysson is one to look out for. She plays scrum half for the 15s national team, but she's been like one of the core players of the 7s national team for, I think, at least 12 years, if I remember correctly.
I think it's more. I'm assuming she's a Norwegian player with did that in the sevens and now also
Yeah. She had her debut, if I remember correctly, in where can that have been? I think it was in 2013 actually. She started studying in England, where she did her masters in engineering. And she's such a good both attacker and defender. So she's playing at 9. Yeah, we can see. Oh, good. Let's see if Tony gets her down. Good. Good defense on Tony there. Also for Norway, it's a bit a really good hard line, but it's a forward pass, unfortunately.
Player number 8 in Latvia, Madara Danice. 4 years experience in also basketball. Maybe we'll get to see some of those basketball style throws today.
Yeah, that could be good. Speaking of Norwegian team, we also have the sevens team in action today. They're playing the Nordic Cup, which is one of their main warm-up tournaments in a way for the EMs. So we have a lot of experienced players there. And we also have 2 players playing the semi-finals in Belgium today.
Yeah.
So a shout out to Katarina and Ellen and wish them good luck.
Give them help.
They're actually playing against the reigning champions of Belgium. So that should be an interesting match.
See what Norway can make out of this ball.
Yeah, it's the first ball they have in the game. Good tackle from Latvia there.
It's number 4, that's Emilia, isn't it? Emilia, sorry, Emilia. Keeping the ball, Norway, which is nice, so on their forwards and pushing it up. Struggling to really gain meters at the moment. Yeah. And the attack.
Yeah.
Even with the Norwegian possession, they are quite pushed back to their own try line.
Definitely. I think that's a wise choice from Frida to go for the kick. Let's see. It's being called back for offside, it looks like.
Scrum.
Norway is going for the offside. First from
also gives them a little chance to.
Okay, unfortunately the kick didn't go out, so straight back into pressure.
Bring it forward to the Latvian girls. Number 8, Lena, captain of the Norwegian team. Lena, sorry. Another forward pass.
Yeah, looks like it. What is really positive with the development of the 15s team here in Norway is that some of the players who, in Norway we usually only play 7s, just because of sort of the numbers we have and also how it's quite far to travel when you need to play. And I think it's a really positive thing to give more playing opportunities for players who aren't like the typical 7s players.
Definitely.
I think it's been a really good boost, at least for our local club. We both represent Agna EF, where a lot of our girls get to get more experience than they would have only playing the Norwegian championship.
Have a chance to stay on the wing.
Yeah.
Keep it alive and keep it in possession.
I think we see this positive, really good support in the ruck there from Frida. Quick there to secure the ball.
Frida has a lot of experience from playing tens rugby in Sweden.
Yeah.
Oh, nice catch.
And a good ball from another experienced player, Gina. Bergen player who apparently has a cow named after her in Hardanger. So that's a good fun fact to know about you, Gina.
No, 15 years ago.
Yeah, she's played for a really long time. She played for the national team, at least I would say, like the seventh national team, sorry. At least 6-7 years, I think. Quite hard running forward in the sevens. Speaking of some of the more newer players in the Norwegian team, I think, for instance, Andrine Brekke is a really interesting player, number 7. She lives in Bergen, really eager and positive, and I would say really good 15s player.
I know that Bergen team have really stepped up. They're lucky to have Cecile, our coach on the Norwegian side, their coach for the club as well. So I know that they sneak more of their 15s tactics into their club trainings.
Yep.
Allows us to develop players outside of the training camp.
We'll see the first lineup for Norway. It's Rebecca Lund is throwing it in. Good. Competed, but we managed to keep hold of the ball. Let's see what the backs can do of this.
Oh, it's a fumble.
Yeah, an unfortunate fumble from the Norwegian team.
Well, I must say that's actually a success for the Norwegian team. I don't think they won a single line out in the first national game against Latvia.
Yeah.
Passing it wide, Latvian girls. And staying on the feet.
Try scorer.
It's a knock on from White.
Unfortunate, good pressure in defense from Norway there.
Then Jennifer, number 6.
You can see one of the Norwegian wings working a bit.
Tell from here who it is. What I can say about number 6 on the Norwegian side, Jennifer, she, we know her as a quite talkative player. She knows that herself. She has about a year's experience, but outside of rugby, she can lift 1.9 times her own body weight in squats, yes, thank you. 165 kilograms. You can bench press 1.1 times her own body weight as well. She is quite strong.
Yeah, definitely. Powerful player. Norwegian winger is fine. No, it's number 11, Victoria Halstead, actually.
Okay.
She's one of the few players who doesn't play in the Norwegian league. That's why she's a new face for us. But she's quite experienced. And as she's saying, this is her first time playing abroad. She must have some Norwegian heritage, which is why she's eligible.
tried to carry but was slammed down by one of the Latvian players. On by
I think it's a quite sort of close game in a way, but we've spent almost all the time in Norwegian half, haven't we? So playing-wise, quite close. Maybe possession and territorial, quite one-sided so far for the first 16 minutes.
Chance. What I think would be
Good tackle from number 14 there. Sandra Simonsen, who's one of the debutants for Norway.
player number 18.
Maybe some of the basketball skills from number 8 was an interesting, at least not your standard spin pass there.
This seems the Norwegian in defense. They are pushing up. Managed to get some meters from their try zone again. Or
yeah, they're managing to stay connected, but also Latvia is managing to be patient, as we said, and play together.
The thing is that defense is so exhausting in the end, so if you don't have possession of the ball, it will just wear you out.
Yeah. Definitely. Good pass out, rookie number 22 there. Good pass out to the wing, and
it's a try.
It's a try by number 20, I think. Una Kraupsa. Sorry about my pronunciation as well. She is playing her second season of rugby, apparently.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Typically what will happen when you bend close to your line for so long that you just can't react quick enough when the white team sees the break and they make it. So the Norwegian team was outnumbered on the wing here.
Yeah.
Saw the opportunity and took it, and even our fullback Jeanette could stop them in time, and that's how they scored the try.
Yeah, they're playing simple but smart rugby, don't they?
Yes.
They drag in the defense with their big forwards, and then after a while doing that, they spread it out, and then they're quite clinical, it looks like. See if they can make the kick from quite wide. Number 13? Or is it 15, is it? The same that the one who scored the first try. Missed the first conversion. This one is unsuccessful as well, making it 10-0 to Latvia.
There's a slight wind today, so it doesn't help when you have a wide, long kick like that.
Yeah, definitely.
What I think is positive, though, is that the Norwegian team, they are defending all the way, though they're being pushed up to their line. There's no one yet or so far that has had a breakthrough at the center of the pitch or far from the try line, so they've had to work for those meters, which is, I would say, a good development from the first game.
Yeah, I think that's a real positive as well. They're staying connected, and Latvia really has to fight for their tries. See if Norway can win the ball quickly. What was that? Was it, I didn't see what the ref showed, but maybe crossing one of the Latvian girls, blocking one of the Norwegians to tackle the ball carrier. good. Let's see what Norway can do with some ball possession. Going in for a straight, hard run from Kaja Lauritzen.
Or
we're going to play forwards. Unfortunate pass. Good pick there from the Norwegian team. Unfortunate, still holding on, not releasing on the ground. By number 4. Latvia going for the more possession or more territory, not that far. He's still getting players in for the line out.
that was deliberate or not.
He was kicking against the wind. It is a quite big sporting day in Oslo here. This is part of a double header. So we have first Latvia Norway for the women's, and then we'll see Norway Denmark for the men. The classical match. But we also have one of the world's biggest relays, the Holmenkollen Stafett. The Holmenkollen relay, where I think I heard on the radio today that 20,000 or 25,000 people will be running relays around the capital.
Otherwise, they would be here and watching this game. Where
Yeah,
Latvia
exactly.
are running across the pitch, ready to make their 3rd score of the match.
Really good individual try.
Yeah.
Is it allowed?
I heard the whistle.
Is it? What is that? It was actually held up, it looks like. Awesome, nice
Good job from the
defense from one of the Norwegian girls. Well done scrambling to back to the try line. The score is still 10-0.
Oh, good breakthrough by number
Yeah.
7, Latvia.
Another good run from the one who almost scored a try just now.
They are being pushed backwards, so which is good.
Good, come on Gina, good. That must have been slightly forward, wasn't it? Yeah. You can see a tendency that actually the Latvian players are passing with one hand, which sort of maybe forces them to do some forward passes at times.
Must be that basketball technique then.
Yeah. But what I think they're doing really well is that a bit better than the Norwegian team, they're running in pods. The Norwegian team, at least when they lost the ball in the last time they had the ball, I think they got isolated a bit, the ball carrier. Which is something that could be interesting to look at and improve.
Seems that the defense has held up fairly decently on the Norwegian side so far. Seems they kind of hesitate sometimes to push up.
Yep.
Which might be fine when you're kind of in a colder zone on the pitch and not pressed, but they're quite close to the try line. And, see if they're able to get into that flow eventually throughout the match.
Yeah, definitely.
Ball was kicked out. Latvian. Good high lift.
Yeah, definitely. Going for the maul option again.
Yes, they have a strong player, so the ball is out wide, and they're outnumbered on the wing. Oh,
Too late for Jeanette, unfortunately. A good solid try off the lineup.
Very nice.
Yeah.
It's a classic easy pass it out when you have the 3-on-2 situation out there, or 3-on-1 almost.
Yeah, definitely. And building a good foundation through the forward. They seem really organized in the mall, don't they?
So far it seems.
Yeah. So let's see if number 15 can make the conversion. Her third kick from approximately the same position. Yeah.
But I'd have to say it's looking like an improvement on the Norwegian side from because the playing 26 minutes now. Three tries by the Latvian team, right? And 0 conversions, which is a nicer looking score than we had at this time during the previous match.
Yeah. Definitely.
I'm ball boy.
Kickoff from Frida Sivertsen. Frida is actually a mom of 2 and coaches her son's soccer team. So she's quite a multi-sport legend, I would say. Yeah, both. Let's see, scrum half and fly half, going for the tackle for releasing.
Oh, good run on the wing by number 10.
Definitely showing some speed here, Latvia.
10-20.
Yeah, great tackle from, was it Jeanette or it was number 11, Victoria Halstvedt. Really good covering tackle there by the wing.
We should have binoculars next time.
Yeah, I know, I actually thought of bringing them. A fun fact about her is that she's played on the main pitch at Murrayfield. That must be quite an experience.
We forgot to mention about Tony here earlier. Actually played against the England team in the European Cup. Yeah, European Games, sorry.
Yeah.
In 20...
I think it was later. I think Tora Jansrud played. Tonje is also actually, she's part of a big rugby family here in Norway. We have Martin Skovli and Fredrik Skovli.
Oh, good.
Yeah, good catch from Lene, the captain there. What can they do? Yeah, good option from Frida there. They're under pressure, so let's take it in.
Glad to see that they take this pause to really make a decision and not just pass it to first person.
Yeah, definitely. I was saying Tonje, she's part of a rugby family, a legend herself. Also her husband, Fredrik, has played for many years for the men's national teams. And he also has a brother who plays both national games, I think, still. You yourself from a big Norwegian rugby family?
Yeah, I have a brother who's been captain of the sevens squad for 7 or 8 years. They just went up in their European conference.
Yeah, they went up to trophy.
2 trophy last year, which was they've been eyeing that prize for a long, long time.
So it should be good for the sevens national teams. Both men and women are playing in the trophy this year, so they're traveling together, which is always fun. Let's see what happened. It seems like there's a penalty. Tony and Frida discussing what to do.
The wind is quite strong right now.
Yeah, so they go for the play. I like it. Having some strong runners with Jennifer and a good pod lineup. Why not? It's really nice to see that the Norwegian men's team is lining up next to us as well, watching the game and encouraging the girls, whilst the Danish men's team is arriving as well, just in the back. Good, Victoria, let's see what you can do with the ball. Good support now for the running players. Good working from Tonja and
Kicks with Frida.
yeah, good kick. Gaining some
Still
really
in
good
play.
ground. It's unfortunately bouncing back in, but
But she saw the space, there wasn't a player there, so that's probably what she was going for.
yeah. Come on, let's set that defensive line now, Norway. Good.
Still in.
Yeah, but it's a knock-on and advantage for Norway. Good defense and a good choice to kick. I think it's a positive play for Norway in attack. They're gaining some confidence, I think.
Sometimes when you play, it just takes time to get it, all of it.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Get that rhythm, get comfortable in your position on the pitch, especially when some of them have never been in that position before.
Yeah, definitely.
Never had a true opponent on the other side, probably.
If we count in Norwegian squad, we actually have 9 debutants across the 23 players. So it's impressive and good to see how they're building confidence and experience in the team.
White scrum is strong.
Yeah,
Collapse on the Norwegian side.
yeah, unfortunate. Good dominance from the Latvian girls. Staying out maybe. Looks like Christine is going for the kick to get the games ground and maybe going for the maul again off the lineup. At least that worked really well for them before.
Marika filmen zijn al.
We don't have any information about the refs on this sheet. But you got it on the screen at the.
It looks like it's Marit Bras who's refereeing the game. Unfortunately don't have a nationality. And we have Antonia Scholz as match commissioner.
Norwegian lineup.
Keeping hold of the ball.
Getting the ball again.
Good, well done staying in. Unfortunately a knock-on. Talking about number 8 from Latvia, who's a basketball player, but there seems to be a lot of cross-sports players in a way from Latvia. We have a lacrosse player, number 16. She's actually the goalkeeper of the national lacrosse team of Latvia. We have number 17, who's been a high-performance rower for 12 years. And someone who's done track and field, like hammer throw. So seems to be quite a lot of multi-sport talent out there. holding the scrum nicely.
Oh, good speed on number 22. Yeah.
Good work in defense from Gina, just holding her inside shoulder.
Norwegian, yeah?
Yeah, I think it's a counter ruck. Well done, Norway.
Great.
Let's see what we can build from that.
To Lena.
Good. Staying up lane and gaining some meters.
Straight from the ruck. Passing wide, Norwegian girls. Good.
Unfortunate knock on there because they're an advantage in play. There was a penalty and still Norwegian ball. Good. Gaining some good meters from the Norwegian team.
Approaching 40 minutes quite pretty soon here.
Yeah, first half has flown away.
Yeah, and it's been way more even than previous match.
And also positive playing rugby in a way for both teams. Trying to create something, trying to actually play the ball. Fortunate Norway, the Latvian team stole the ball. So it's the Latvian. Yeah, some good strong carries, but this is still from Norway. Good, let's straighten up Andrina.
Keep it up. The dummy there, stayed on her feet, Gina. Over to Jeanette. And then a lucky pass, managed to hold it. They're number 11, Victoria.
Lucky, I think they were a bit lucky that that ball bounced backwards. Good, straightening it up now Norway. Oh, but that's unfortunate. Latvia were really aggressive on that ball, weren't they? A bit of a fumble both ways. And we're going back to... I think there was a knock-on advantage for Latvia there.
Oh yeah, correct.
Almost referee interfering there.
Number 5, yeah, trying to run it up. Number 6, Norway, tackled. Going wide. Had quite a lot of success with the play. Great team, making a run for it.
Really good. It's actually her second season playing. Vaipa Silika. And she works as a preschool teacher, apparently. Really good, strong carry. I think we can see that from a lot of the Latvian players. They're strong carriers, aren't they? Running really good straight lines.
I guess you have to wrestle a lot of kids as a preschool teacher, so it's
It's just another day at work for her, basically.
Didn't quite see the situation over there though. White line out.
The lineouts have so far been a good platform for the Latvian team. Let's see how they do.
Yeah,
good catch from the jumper there, but unfortunately not great was the ball, I guess. Asking what Norway wants to do. Another lineup with the Norwegian throw in by Rebecca Mylund.
White ball.
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure what happened. It fell down on the Latvian side, but somehow got back to Norwegian hands. A smart choice there, Andrine, getting some pressure off, and it's actually a good kick from the number 7.
Run number 14.
Maybe she has some hidden rugby skills. No, some hidden football skills, sorry. And that is
Half-time.
half-time. I think it's been a good, entertaining first half so far.
Yeah.
15-0 to Latvia. Sort of a logical score, but well played by both teams.
There has been some positive things for the Norwegian side. First of all, that they managed to have a successful line-out today. Even though the Latvian team had the rest of the lineup in their favor. Scrums, we'll have to see how they develop. Scrums are very difficult. I don't have in scrums. I've dreamt of being in 15 scrums. It looks a lot of fun, but I
sort of unfortunately had the pleasure to play second row in English scrums, so I know what it's all about. But it's quite technical, and especially if you're under a lot of pressure, it's not the most pleasant.
So it's about technicality as well as the strength.
Yeah.
You only have one of them. A team go both ways.
Yeah.
Latvia, they seem to be quite solid.
Yeah, definitely. I think for the Norwegian team, defensive-wise, we're really working well, aren't we? We're staying connected. Just maybe need some more confidence in that push forward, put some more pressure on the Latvian team. Then attack, I would say, just straighten up the runs a bit. A bit hesitant there as well, but really, really positive from all players, I think.
It seems like they might be kind of surprised when they get the attacking opportunities on the Norwegian side, which is so surprising.
I think we will take a short break, and then we'll come back a couple minutes before the second half starts.
minutes or something wrong. Just wondering when the Norway will start going. Keep preparing that. But it's different. Jurykamera da yok.
Latvian team are back on the pitch.
Seem ready. They went back into the changing rooms, whilst Norway they tried to stay on the pitch in the half time.
Trying to see if there are any new faces, but we don't have the substitution board on our side, unfortunately.
Just have to check. The thing with the Latvian team as well is that they don't have the usual 1 to 15 setup, so it's a bit hard for us to see which players are subbing on. We'll try to have a good look and. I'm excited for this second half, Anna. It was a good entertaining first half between Latvia and Norway.
Yeah, and actually the scoreboard, 15-0, it indicates that the chances are still there for Norway.
Yep.
And maybe with the substitutions or some tactics changes, or just you never know when someone makes a mistake and you manage to make an opportunity out of that drop ball or missed pass.
Yeah, definitely. And either way, as we sort of touched upon in the start of the first half, it's really positive to see. I think seeing, for instance, Latvia and Norway, not necessarily traditional rugby nations, meeting each other is part of a positive trend for the women's rugby as a whole in the world, I think.
Absolutely.
Seeing a big increase in both number of players across national leagues, but also more national teams coming up.
Since we're here at Volsteka, we can mention that Sagene IF, the club that has this pitch, we've experienced a 50% growth in members on the women's side this past year. And it's just an incredible interest for the sport that we haven't had any time. I've played the past 5.5 years, and I guess your time too.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a really positive development, and let's hope it carries on. A good kick from Latvia for the first half.
Backwards.
Backwards from both. No, the referee disagrees. So we'll start off with the scrum for Latvia. We can see that there's at least been one change for Norway. We have vice captain Mari Hamilton Beck coming on. A really, really experienced player. She played. She'd already played a lot of years when I started playing rugby. She's the kind of calm, player you want to have in fly-off position. So it will be interesting to see what she does. You can see that Frida has moved to from scrum fly-off to scrum half. Does that mean that Tonja has been taken off the pitch? Or has she swapped positions?
Seems like she's off the pitch.
If she's not meddled into the scrum somehow.
I would be surprised.
She has mentioned to me that she would love to play flanker, so let's see if her dream has come true. Good scrum from Latvia there. She's there.
Oh, it's a good run by number 22.
Yeah,
Latvia.
good. Let's see. Number 11, Victoria, can you get her down? Good tackle there.
It's the white ball, keeping the possession. Seems to be driven back by the Norwegian girls right now, which is great. Number 8, Lena, not giving up,
Good.
trying to steal
Mari
it.
going for the steal, almost got it there.
Playing it wide. Let's see. Oh, dummy pass.
From
by
Miriam
number
there.
7. Failed tackle. But stopped by Jeanette. Hope they didn't bang their heads together. Norwegian women, 13-5.
Regina and number 5, that's Emily Sofie Ravange Maren. She apparently used to play Quidditch.